Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I thought I'd do another chatty get ready with me, but this one is like completely university edition. I'm probably not going to talk about the makeup products at all during this video. I'm just going to literally apply my face, but I will be just talking about uni. I've got lots of questions because you're all waiting around for your results. You don't know what to do to prepare for uni, or you're going into your second year like me and you're not really sure what to do with yourself. So I'm just going to sit here and have a chat, answer all your questions, and hopefully I can help some of you guys. Right, so I've got a question that says, am I nervous about results? And yes, I'm so nervous for results day. My results day for all of my exams is actually the day after I go on holiday, so I will be receiving my results whilst I'm in Greece, which, not gonna lie, is not ideal at all really, to be honest. But I guess I'm gonna have to get over it because I have no choice, and I won't be able to have the patience to wait until I get back off holiday to look at my results. So I guess I'll drown my sorrows with free alcohol or something if my results go bad, or if not, I'll congratulate myself with free alcohol. Let me know if you're gonna be watching that video by commenting down below. Fingers crossed I don't do too badly. Some of my exams I'm a little bit more concerned about than others, not gonna lie. Okay, so someone has asked, did I go to any house parties in my first year? No, I didn't. I know people will be like, oh my god, you didn't live, and I know a lot of people will judge me for that, because from everyone else who I've talked about uni, I seem to have had like sorry, my window's open. I've had a very minimal experience with drinking and that. Like, it's not my thing. I absolutely love going out for a drink every now and again, but I'm not someone who drinks every single week. Like, I just don't know, I personally would rather save my money for other things, but I have no problem when people do go out every weekend either. But I just feel like people belittle me a lot because I don't go out as much as the typical uni student, which is absolutely, I don't know, it just really annoys me because I don't judge them for going out every week, so why are you judging me for not? But yeah, I didn't go to any house parties personally, but we got invited to quite a few, especially like, not house parties, but like hall parties in people's flats and everything. We got invited to quite a lot, like within our core or just area, like from people that we knew and met, but we never actually ended up going to any because I don't know, I just feel like we weren't feeling it that night. Like, if we don't feel like going out, then we won't go. We won't like force it, because otherwise it kind of like ruins the whole vibe of going out if you're not feeling it. So yeah, I didn't go to any house parties personally, but if you're excited about them, you'll probably get invited to some. Anyway, if you meet people at freshers and stuff, like they'll usually invite you round to their house for stuff. I don't know, it kind of scared me a little bit just because I was so overwhelmed by everything. I feel like I was a bit too nervous to maybe attend a house party, even though it shouldn't have been that way. Like, it was nothing for me to be worried about. I think I just didn't really fancy that. I was more concerned getting to know my flatmates in the first week anyway. So yeah, and we didn't really go to any house parties during the year either, because it sort of died down and it was mainly just like going out and everything. Right, so I've had a question about clothing and outfit ideas for uni. I think I'm actually gonna film my like freshers lookbook, but it's not gonna really help because it will obviously go up after freshers, well, after Lincoln's freshers, and obviously some other uni's freshers will be over too. But I thought it would be nice to do like a little lookbook of what I wore over the course of freshers, just so you can see like what outfits I wear when I go out at uni, and just for maybe a bit of inspiration for the future. For freshers, it sort of like deteriorated throughout the week. Like, we started off wearing like heels, dresses, like proper fancy nice outfits, and then it sort of like went to trainers. Like, most of the time we did actually go out in trainers, and then towards the end I sort of like wanted to feel a bit nicer myself, so I wore some heels some nights. But yeah, trainers is really chilled, like, not, especially if you're like walking, like at Lincoln we just walk to the clubs because there's no point in buying a taxi when the clubs are that close. So if you're walking for a little while, it kind of is a bit of a inconvenience when you've got heels on. So we'd usually just wear trainers. It'd be really comfy and nice to dance in, and you wouldn't be like aching after the night. So yeah, I'd recommend bringing some trainers, a few pairs of heels maybe. If you are going to be going to a lot of parties, then bring lots of going out outfits like dresses, skirts, tops, all that sort of thing. And for uni, I never really dressed up properly. Like, I'd usually just throw on like a jumper, a sweatshirt, some jeans. Most of the time I just would wear trousers and a top. So yeah, I never really went too crazy when I went into uni. But again, I'll be doing some maybe like fashion-y uni sort of videos if you guys want to see that, because I have had a few requests and I quite like the idea of sharing my like uni outfits a bit more often. I have done a university outfits of the week before. So if you do want to see that, I'll link it down below and you can go watch and let me know if you want me to do any more of those again. Okay, so someone has asked a question about staying safe on a night out when you're in a new place. This was one of my biggest concerns before I went to uni, because I just worry about myself. I just worry about myself a lot, and like where I am, I get a bit nervous, especially with all the things that are going on in the world at the minute. That's pretty awful. But yeah, so I was really happy to find out that Lincoln was a very safe area. It had like some sort of, there was something about it that just felt so safe and nice, and the environment was really lovely, and the people that I'd met there on my open days and just when I'd gone to visit were all really nice. So I don't know, I just felt like really comfortable. And the fact that the halls that I was in courts at Lincoln, there are 24-hour like security guards that walk around the site, like wardens, so I just felt constantly safe because there's always someone like on the lookout if anything dodgy is happening outside. So yeah, I never felt unsafe in my room, even though I still had, like, if you've watched my vlogs then you'll know that I've been having a lot of nightmares recently, but even though I'd have nightmares, like in the back of my mind I still knew that I was like safe. I guess it sort of depends where you are. If you're in a bigger city, I can understand why you're even more like paranoid or concerned, because I definitely would be, like, personally, not trying to scare anyone who is going, but just because I know what I'm like, I know that I would be a little bit terrified. And I guess staying safe, make sure you're in a big group. Obviously it's just me, Megan and Hattie when we go out, but to be honest, the way we walk, we'd bump into loads of people, so it wouldn't be like we're walking down dark alleys or anything. Like, it's a very open environment and a lot of people are out, and 50% of the population in Lincoln town centre are students, so I don't feel really unsafe, like if there's any dodgy men or anything. But yeah, I just make sure if you're in a big city late at night that you're in a group of people, so you have lots of witnesses if anything does happen, and people are unlikely to approach you if you are in a big group anyway, and if it's something dodgy going on. So yeah, just big groups. Big groups are always my top tip. Just never be alone on a night out, basically, because it's very, very dangerous. Right, so someone else has asked best subscription boxes for students. So I think I've unboxed a few on this channel before, but on my vlog channel I always unbox like monthly subscription boxes. I've tried out a few whilst I've been at uni, including Degusta box, which is my absolute favourite. They send you like food parcels every single month, which is absolutely wonderful. It gets me trying new things that I wouldn't usually try or pay for myself. Lots of different bits. I always leave my like discount codes because I have some for a variety of subscription boxes, but Degusta box is 100% my favourite, and if you use the code below you get your first box for half price, and they send you a food package every month with 10 to 15 food items in, and it obviously equates to more than you usually pay for it. It gets me trying new things, it gets me cooking at uni, which I didn't do towards the beginning of the year. Like, everything I just shove in the oven because I couldn't be arsed, but I ended up like cooking a lot more, especially in second semester, and I just really like that box, and I started getting them in January and I've been getting them every single month since. I always film them when I open them, so if you do want to go watch any of them, then just go onto my vlog channel, which will be linked down below, and you can go have a watch. My friends also get the Degusta box too because they really enjoy it. I also really love the Betty box. It is a subscription box for girls, and it comes during your time of the month, so you basically like put in all your details, like when you come on your period and everything, and they send you the box when you're on your period, and it's filled with either pads or tampons, like whichever your preference, alongside things to treat yourselves. There's like food bits, like teas, like skincare, bath stuff, things to relax, some beauty pieces, and I just thought that was a really lovely idea for girls if you feel very hormonal or very emotional during your period, which I definitely do. It was just like a lovely treat and something to look forward to during a time of the month that's not great for girls. So yeah, I'd highly recommend that, and I enjoyed getting that every month. Other subscription boxes, I think they're the main two that I really enjoyed getting whilst I was at uni, but I definitely want to try some more. There is also the UNIBOX, which is specifically designed for students, and I'll link that down below as well. But I worked with them at the beginning of my time at Lincoln, and it was really lovely to work with them. They send you like stuff that is going to be really helpful for uni, so things I've had before. Again, lots of foodie bits, like homeware, like I've been sent bowls before for the kitchen, like really nice things. Again, I think that was the most expensive. I think that's £20 a month, whereas the other ones are under 15. But yeah, I really like that too, but my favourite is definitely Degusta. Okay, so next question is, what were exams like at Lincoln? And honestly, the exact same as my GCSE and sixth form exams. However, you could be in a hall full of like psychology students and forensic students, so it kind of is a bit overwhelming when you first walk in. Like, I did panic quite a lot because you don't recognise everyone, as there are a lot of people at uni. However, I ended up getting familiar. I'm quite good with faces and names, so when I go in, I would always like have a check around the room and see if I could see anyone in my forensics course and go sit over there, like, because it is just a bit like crazy when you first walk in, but it's pretty much the exact same as invigilators in the room. However, at my sixth form, you weren't allowed to leave. I don't know if it's a different rule or whatever, but for my sixth form, for my A-levels and my GCSEs, you're not allowed to leave the room at all, like even if you finish an hour early of an exam. However, at Lincoln, you're actually allowed to leave as long as it wasn't in the first half an hour or last half an hour of an exam. You could actually leave if you were finished, which I thought was really lovely because I'm very quick at exams. So I guess that was the only major difference for me. I know at my boyfriend's uni, they did it very separately, so you weren't allowed to leave in the first 15 minutes or the last 15 minutes. So it can differ from uni to uni, but it's just a thing. Like, I didn't realise you could leave, and it's actually been like really nice for me because most of the time I'll just sit around for ages, get really bored, check my answers and change them all to the wrong ones. So what am I most excited about for second year? I am a little bit nervous because everyone's like, the jump from first to second year is crazy, like everything's a lot more real and you feel a bit like terrified, and I am a bit like nervous about it because of what I've been hearing from other people that I know have just finished second year. However, I am very excited. I think the most exciting thing about second year is actually not to do with my course. It's the fact that I'm going to be living with my best friends. I think it's going to be absolutely hilarious. We're going to have like such a great time and such a good experience because, yeah, there's literally 3 of us. We're going to be so comfortable together. We're going to do like lots of fun things, and I just love that we're going to be all in the same house together. It's just going to be hilarious. It's like something we were saying, it's something that you've always like dreamed about when you're kids, you know, when you're like in primary school and you're like, oh my God, when we're older, we're going to live together. It's sort of like living that moment. It's just like, when else am I going to live with my friends in my life? So why not do it at uni? It's just something that I'm very excited about. I am also excited obviously about my course and how we're going to be doing more in-depth things about forensics rather than the basics. I'm not looking forward to the chemistry modules again. I know I'm going to have to do them throughout my entire course, and I'm also not looking forward to more maths, but I better get used to it because there's obviously always going to be things that I dislike in whatever course that I do. So yeah, I'm just excited for being in a new house and getting to do more exciting things within my forensics. So someone's asked me about the moving in process. I actually have 2 videos. I have my vlog from moving in and a moving in day tips that I filmed with my friend Carrie, who has just finished third year. So I'm going to link those videos down below because you might have missed them if you've obviously asked for them. You might have not seen them on my channel. But yeah, I have a moving in day tips video and my actual moving in day vlog. So if you want to see that, head over to those videos down below. Someone's asked, am I doing a room and flat tour for my new house? And absolutely, a few people have asked me this question actually. And yeah, as soon as I'm happy with everything in my room, I'll be doing a second year room tour. I'll link my first year one down below in case anyone's interested or wants to see any room inspo for their uni room in September. But yeah, as soon as my room's ready, I'll be filming a room tour, and same with the flat. I'll probably film like an empty uni flat tour when we first move in, like on the first day. I'll film a bit, I'll give you some sneak peeks, but again, when we've finished everything, we want to decorate the lounge all nice and the kitchen and everything. So once we've done all that, then I will be giving you a flat tour, a house tour too. It's so strange that we're going to be living in a house. It's just going to be us 3. I can't get over it. If you don't know and you haven't been watching my vlogs, I'm literally living with my 2 best friends, Megan and Hattie. So yeah, I cannot wait. Someone has asked if I will reuse the stuff that I bought for first year for second year, and absolutely, I'm going to be taking the majority of things with me all over again. It's going to save me a lot of money. Some things I've had to chuck away because they're no use anymore, but it's going to save me a lot of money, and I don't see the point in buying a whole lot of new things. Although I do really want to get matching things for us all though, because that'll just be cute. We have lots of cutlery, lots of plates and crockery and things like that, so I don't know. I don't think I'll be reusing most things, to be honest. Was there anything different about first year than what you expected? There probably is a lot of things that were different, but like saying it, I'm not really sure. I guess I thought freshers was going to be a lot more awkward than it was. It was such a natural process. I literally say in every single one of my uni videos, but it was so natural, like making friends and speaking to new people when you go to uni. It's nothing to worry about at all. So I guess maybe that's different. If I think of anything else, I will say it again at the end, but for now, I can't put a finger on anything else. Sorry, I've just finished my makeup, so I'm gonna answer the rest of the cues now. How many hours of contact time did you get a week? So I've had a few questions saying they didn't really know what contact time meant, and it's sort of the hours on a weekly basis that I have interaction with either a tutor, a lecturer, or I'm in like a seminar or workshop or anything like that. So for me in forensics in first year, I had 13 hours a week. I could potentially have more next year, I'm not really sure. Usually the typical student starts getting less and less contact time per year, and it becomes more independent work. However, with my course, it's quite intense. So I don't know if mine's gonna stay the same or get more or become even more hours of contact time, but on average, I'd get 13 hours a week, which apparently is quite a lot for a science student. I didn't think that, but apparently 13 hours is quite a long time. And someone else also asked, I remember, I haven't written it down, but they asked what's the longest period of time I've had to be in at uni. And if you're talking about like one lecture or seminar, I've only had like a 2-hour lecture before, which is literally hell, but a 2-hour lecture or like a 4-hour lab session. So yeah, that's like the big bulk sort of sessions. Did I have a backup plan? No, not at the time, but I think I spoke about this previously, but if I did fail my A-levels, for example, I would obviously retake the next year and have a gap year, like working, getting some money behind me, probably traveling in summer, and then obviously retaking my exams. Did I lose any friends because of uni? Here we go again. Here's my little sob story. I didn't really have any friends apart from Megan when I went to uni, so no, I didn't really lose any friends. Obviously I became distant with quite a lot of my friends that I had in different aspects, not at school, so different things in my life, like my hobbies. So all of my like dance and theatre friends I've obviously drifted from because I haven't seen them in a long time. I really need to catch up with them. I saw my like 2 best dance friends the other day, which was really lovely, and I want to meet up with them a lot more in summer. But yeah, I didn't really lose any close friends. Obviously my boyfriend is one of my close friends as well, and it's been really a bit of a struggle over the year, but we've got through it now, and I'm excited because he's come back for summer and I'm literally annoying him every day. I'm literally obsessed. I'm like, every day I'm like, oh, can I see you? Can I see you? I'm like a really annoying girlfriend, but I'm just so excited that I can finally see him for the whole of summer and I don't have to see him for like 2 days, then go back off to uni. Someone's asked, did I meet any exchange students whilst I was at uni? No, I didn't. I know that there was a lot of exchange students and international students. University of Lincoln is very diverse and has a lot of students from all around the world, and I've spoken to even some of you guys who are coming from like Singapore, Greece, Spain, the US, like loads of different places. So University of Lincoln is super welcoming. You're not going to feel singled out at all, and there are plenty of opportunities to meet people, so please don't feel worried. And someone's also asked, are exchange students separated for accommodation and lectures? No, not at all. Everyone is integrated. It's all a really lovely community. There is no singling out of anyone just because you're from a different country. Everything is really lovely, so please don't worry about that if you are. Someone's asked, how did I organise all of my notes for uni? So I had 4 modules before Christmas and then 4 modules after Christmas. I literally had a folder for every single one. So I had a folder for biochem, biology, CSI, like all of these different ones, and yeah, that's how I collected my notes, and I numbered them on the bottom, so I had all my lecture notes in order from beginning to the end of the year. I will do a proper organisation video when I go back to uni, but for now that's sort of how I basically did it. If you were given a PhD degree but had no more knowledge of the subject of the degree besides what you have now, what degree would you want to be given to you? I think I'd want to go into something to do with crime scene investigation, maybe like something specifically like blood spatter pattern analysis. I think that's really interesting, or something to do with like pathology maybe, but for now I'm not really sure. Maybe if I got given the choice now, I'd go into crime scene investigation or something along the lines of blood spatter pathology, something along those lines. How is the learning of sixth form different to uni? Is it harder? 100% yes, it is harder. Like, if you're thinking about it in the way that you're like progressing, you're obviously getting more knowledge and it is becoming a bit more intricate. It is harder, and I think it's even more difficult because you're on your own for most of it. Like, lecturers will just speak out at you and then it's your responsibility to go home, go over anything that doesn't make sense, look into further reading and reading around your subject, because it's going to help you out a lot. It's just a lot more independent work and you're not obviously guided as much, so yeah, it is very difficult in that. Is there more work for uni? Do you ever feel like you get a break? Technically there is always work that you could be doing, like reading around the subject, rewriting out notes, making revision cards, all this sort of thing, but you can give yourself a break. Like, I didn't work constantly throughout the year. I only worked like a couple of months before my exams, so I probably wouldn't leave it that late like I did. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope it helped you guys out. Make sure to smash thumbs up if you enjoy, subscribe down below if you're new, comment any other videos you guys want to see or any questions about uni and I'll answer them down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!